Man, I've been saying all morning, I'm gonna get this done, and then I'm gonna clean my house, and here it is like 12:30. And I'm like, I gotta go and get the courage to go on the internet. It ain't happened yet, so this is gonna be a hot freaking mess. So, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Try to make it look somewhat matchy-match, but... And it's probably not going to be that long of a one because I'm like, I don't really know what the hell I'm doing, like, topic-wise, because it's been a mess this entire week. Just like, ugh. Wait. I was going to pause it and just stop, but then I just realized, oh. There. Can you hear now? Anyway, it's like cold, and, well, it's not really cold now, it's like 75, but when I first attempted to start filming, it was like 60-something degrees, and I'm blaming it on Angie, because she was like, oh my god, it needs to get cooler here in Texas, and I'm just like, girl, no, it does not. So... if I decided what I'm gonna do, let's see, this one or this one, probably this one, because I'm only gonna be doing my dishes because my kitchen is trashed. So I just have not been feeling the whole housewife thing this week. Well, I'm just cleaning up other shit because it's starting to get cold because Angie's all like, yeah, it's too hot. Angie. By the way, she should comment so people can know who she is, but her channel is Angie Mattingly, I believe. Anyway, I'll just get to the topic because it's really not like a conspiracy theory or anything. This is just random nonsense. So, I'm trying to remember this meme. They said it was like really deep, but the whole thing where you die and there's like a light at the end of the tunnel and everything, which I'm like, okay. But then it turns out that the light at the end of the tunnel is the hospital where you're just basically, I guess, beginning again. And quite honestly, if that happened, I would be quite upset because I'd want a break, honestly, because I'm tired, guys. I'm just like really freaking tired right now. But they said in theory, is that why? Well, I don't know. It's just, see, I didn't really think about it. But see, if you're going straight from one life to the next, I can see how that would be rather traumatic. And to me, I guess it would kind of explain why maybe some babies cry more than others. Because you get the happy babies, and then you get, like, the babies that they just, like, want to cry constantly. I mean, are they crying just because they're, what did my grandmother used to say, developing their lungs or whatever? Or, you know, are they just sad babies? I mean, I've had 4, so I've had pretty much all of them. My firstborn, he was pretty much what you would call the perfect baby. I mean, he literally had a schedule already. And then I got my secondborn, and he just seemed very, very upset about life, and he wanted to be snuggled and such. So I often wonder if, like, my firstborn, who was considered people would consider a happy baby. He never really cried, you know, other than obvious needs. And he had his schedule and everything, and he was pretty much a happy baby, which I know the one thing that he really, really liked was, if you're old like me, and remember those, what the hell were they? I know they were made by Fisher-Price, and they're like those little rattle ball things. Because I know they didn't have them when we had my first or second board. They had like a little barbell thing. But they were like little rattles. And the firstborn's was like a ball. And his favorite thing was just to have me pound it on the ground. And God bless my downstairs neighbors. They had to listen to that damn near all day. So if you have really crappy neighbors and live in an apartment and want to annoy the living shit out of them, go to any thrift store and find one of those and just start tossing it at the wall. And they're probably going to go nuts trying to figure out what the hell you're doing. So, yeah. I do remember my neighbor was named Paula. She was a very nice woman, and she never yelled at me for such things. Which, God bless her. Because that must have been really annoying listening to that in her living room when she's probably wanting to just chill out. Am I even doing makeup at this point? I'm going to try. I don't want to do that color. What am I thinking? I'm going to use actually pink. Or do I want to do purple? No, I'm going to do pink. I don't know if I've ever actually used the color Love out of the Norvina palette. And why is there so much fallout? But anyway, going to what I was saying, which you're like, bitch, get on with it. Sorry. Graveyard Girl flashback. Dying of thirst. Thanks for the points, Starbucks. I love free cups. Anyway, so do the children that are happy babies, are they the ones that like go and, I don't know, people who would die peacefully in their sleep, or where they're, I guess, ready to go, so to speak? And like the ones with my second one, he was just angry at life. Just seemed traumatized by the whole experience of living. All he just wanted to do was just snuggle. And I always found it funny. I was like, I'm pregnant for 9 months, and the child literally moved from my abdomen to my chest. So, like, I wore him for another 6 months, which I didn't mind, you know. Snuggling babies is fun, right? I mean, who does not like to snuggle babies? What kind of monster are you? And this is just all out of whack, isn't it? But are those the people that you would expect to, like, say maybe they died unexpectedly and they weren't crying because they have colic, but maybe they're traumatized? Because the whole theory is, well, what did they say? Just like, bitch, can you remember? Not really, but it's more of like, you see the light at the end of the tunnel, and then you realize that that light is the hospital room, and you remember all of these things that you lost, and you have to basically start new. And I can see how that'd be pretty traumatic for some people, which it would upset me, which shit happens, I guess. But I don't know. But then again, now if I'm thinking about, like, they have a superstition saying that you're not supposed to let your child see a mirror before the age of 1 year for some reason, which I don't know why. Is that going to traumatize the child and make them realize that, you know, I'm sorry, I've noticed that in videos that you can't really see what the hell I'm doing. But don't worry, I don't know what the hell I'm doing anyway, so you're really not missing anything. Okay? Just random. But yeah, I am totally messing up this eye look. Because, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing today, honestly. I'm avoiding housework that cannot be avoided anymore because my dumbass didn't do the dishes yesterday, so now my kitchen's trashed. And now I'm trying to figure out this theory as to why children are traumatized or crying all the time when they're babies, other than the fact that maybe they're babies. But I don't know. I don't think that one superstition has really anything to do with, it might traumatize the baby, but, you know. They also have that one where they don't want pictures taken. But I think that's really, because I know some people say that it takes a piece of your soul or something like that. Which, so they don't like their picture taken ever. Which, I guess I can respect that. This is a very boring look. I don't know what I'm doing here, guys. I always have this one eye smudged up. What is up with that? That's annoying. See, but I don't know. Maybe it's just with the boys. I had literally polar opposites of my sons. Where the firstborn, he's literally like the model child. He was the perfect baby. And I mean, I guess my secondborn was kind of like the model child. But I don't know, really the most problems I had with him was like getting him to school. When, I mean, I wouldn't want to go to school either, but, you know, that's just the things we deal with as a parent. And my daughters really didn't give me much trouble because they were like their mom. They really enjoyed their sleep, and they got quite upset if you would wake them up, which I don't blame them. Which, now that I think about it, it's kind of weird that my firstborn was literally like my husband in that sense. He was a morning person, which I did not enjoy. But whatever. I mean, and the second one, he was somewhat like a morning person, but it was just like, I guess we're up. But he didn't want to have to, you know, let's do shit, you know, type thing. But I could just imagine that if you just realize that, you know, oh crap, I'm starting again, would they be totally like, I don't know how, like, maybe that's why the secondborn, maybe he was traumatized and he just had to learn to be okay with his new situation. Because you know how some people, when they're grieving, are either just pretty stoic, so to speak, and then you have the other version where they're a crying mess. So, I don't know. This is just, I don't know how to explain it. But it just does make you think. Because I know even in, like, what was that show? The one show that made me cry like a little bitch. Which I'm ashamed to admit. Because I'm a big girl. I don't cry at shows and stuff. Oh, Call the Midwife. Where they're nuns, but even in certain episodes, I think it was one of the oldest nuns. She was attending a birth, and after the baby was born, she was saying to the baby, "Oh, you've been here before." Where, I mean, you can definitely tell in some kids when they're born whether or not they're an old soul and stuff like that. I mean, I know my second and third were definitely old souls. You could just tell that, which I don't know. But then again, maybe the first one was just ready to get shit done and live life. But they always say you can see it in their eyes. Which, I don't know, I really didn't see that with my fourth. She seemed more younger. Which, well, yeah, she was a baby, so yeah. Where is my weird little brush? Because, oh, I'm a little clippy. I need glitter, and it's not doing it. I don't know. Right now, I'm kind of bored with life, honestly. That is not enough glitter to excite me, but we're gonna have to deal with it, aren't we? I gotta go and try to make sure the cat doesn't trip me when I go in there to clean said kitchen. But yeah, I didn't really explain it much, did I? Sorry. I'm a mess today because I don't know why, honestly. I have my mind on, like, things I need to do because I don't spring clean. What do you call it? I don't think I should have done that. Whereas most people spring clean, I will winter clean because we'll be stuck in the house. And whereas springtime, I'm out. Or I try to be. Why did I even think it was a good idea to put this on my lower lid? Now I gotta fix this. See, I want to do my dishes, but then again, I don't want to do my dishes because it's dishes. I mean, I don't mind doing dishes, but I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I don't know who's... Oh, that's where it goes. Is anybody really excited to do housework? That looks a little heavy, doesn't it, guys? One day I'm gonna learn what these damn brushes are for. I need a brush to blend. I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. I never said I was a guru. I should tag this makeup fail. How to fuck up your makeup. I didn't really have much of a topic. Oh my god, what am I doing? What are you doing, Melissa? You know what? Just... Why do I do this to myself, guys? Maybe I just need to research more conspiracies. I tried to take a break from that rabbit hole, though, guys. I really did. Because some of that stuff is deep. Well, I hope this is pretty enough to do dishes. You looking cute. Trying to. I'm tired and I want to take a nap. It's a bit up early. Which, I don't know why. Why was I up before 9? Why was I up before noon? This video is a mess, guys. Are you guys even still here? Probably not. I don't blame you. Anyway. That was this week's What the Fuck Wednesday, which I guess what was the whole topic is are babies criers because they're traumatized from reincarnating or just because they have colic? Yeah, that was what it was. I'm sorry, I'm just very distracted. I literally have like 100 million things going through my mind. This is holiday season, Melissa. Welcome to the madness. I don't think I'm going to get any better until after January. Because I have Christmas lists in the back of my head. Why do I do this to myself, guys? Really, I'm just... If I had any common sense, I would just be like, you know what? We're not celebrating anymore, guys. Then my kids would be like, what the fuck, Mom? On the stockings. Anyway, so I've procrastinated long enough and I got to go do something productive. So, yeah. Bye, Internet!